Okay, guys. Traditionally, psychology, psychiatry, criminology, all these branches of science firmly believe there must be a motive for a human act. If there is a crime, there must be a motive. Without a motive, nobody does anything. This is what all these branches of science believe till now. Now, the latest psychological research proves beyond a shadow of doubt that many of the things, or even most of the things that we do, have no specific motive. In other words, most of us simply do not know why we are doing something, why we are not doing something. So let's start with simple examples. Let's take the case of an affair or a romantic affair. No one knows why a particular person appeals to the other one, boy or girl. If you ask someone, in your class there are so many other girls who are much more beautiful, much smarter, why did you fall for this particular girl? The answer would be, it's because I like her. But why do you like this particular person when you have better choices? There is no answer. Recent research works in a jail amongst murderers proved that 94% of the murders were on an impulse, and the impulse was beyond the control of the murderer. Only 6% cases had a clear motive. Or in other words, 6% cases only, the murder was committed with good planning and the motive was crystal clear. In 94% of the cases, the murderers were not even sure why they did it. They did it at the spur of a moment, impulsively. Or they say, many of them say, at that particular moment, I was not under my own control. Someone else was controlling me. In other words, this is what psychology tells us. Most of our acts are not in our control. While you watch the slides, I'll give you some more shockers from this latest research. Slide 6. Now, what I told you was that for most of our actions, the motive is not clear even to us. See, we have seen even instances where we instantly dislike a person. We have not known the person, we have not interacted much with the person, but we instantly dislike him. This person may even be friendly to us, but we dislike him. So psychology has proven beyond a shadow of doubt that most of the human actions are without a motive. If you look at serial killers who go on killing, ask them what is the motive. Some of them simply say, I feel excited when life leaves the body. Or in other words, he enjoys the killing process. But then if you ask him, is this what you are? Or what kind of hobby is this? The answer is, many serial killers are controlled by some other force when they do the killings. They are not in their own control. There have been scientific proof that under certain circumstances, the most divine, most spiritual personalities can do acts of violence. And vice versa. the most violent personalities can be so much gentle, caring, full of concern. I would draw your attention to a recent movie in Malayalam where a cult in England which specializes in child sacrifice. One of the head priests of this cult, the man who sacrificed many a child for his own accomplishments and achievements by evil means. He is the most loving father for his own child. Now what is this? Does things fall in place? Well, no, definitely no. So there is no sinner, there is no saint. Human beings do not even know the motive of what they do. See, what you see here is someone else planting ideas. This is what happens. At the spur of a moment, impulsively, we do a lot of things. Some of them good, some of them bad, some of them horrible. And then, if someone asks you, why did you do it? The only answer is, I'm not too sure. It was as if somebody else made me do it. See, there is also research on the powers of suggestion. I brief you on this. Please, back to me. If someone who has a strong personality, public image, or spiritual leadership suggests something, most people follow it without even validating or checking out whether that particular act which the leader suggested is right or wrong. If someone with a spiritual leadership or control over someone else asks that person to kill someone, he might as well do it without even a second thought, without even feeling of guilt, as if he is destined to do it. This is called the power of suggestion. In other words, the human mind is such that most of the time it is not controlled by motive, and most of the time it is not controlled by the person himself. There are external forces controlling human mind. Now, at this juncture, psychology and religion comes to the same plateau. Religion talks about sinners and saints. Saints are under the influence of angels, prophets. Sinners are under the influence of Satan, devils. Or in other words, they are controlled externally. Psychology so far believed that a person is responsible for his acts. There is no one else, no other force to blame or no other force to credit for the actions of an individual. But now psychology has reached a point where they are convinced, psychologists are convinced that there are external forces which guides the action of a person, and most of his actions are beyond his control. Thank you very much.